We have arrived.
Hello.
God bless you. So happy to see you here. We are talking about, girl, I was gonna say fresh off the boat. The way we not talking about that and have never talked about that a day in our lives together.
So say because I have never watched that show.
I used to watch it a little bit. It was cute. What the hell? The Endgame. I was like, what's the name of the show? It got away from me. Yeah, the Endgame episode Deuce. Shall I start it off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We is at a wedding, honey. We going to the chapel and we gonna get married. It's very Ike. Oh, yeah. The preacher, well, you must be out of your mind. It's very that.
Started what? Started making weddings.
What now? You don't want to see the preacher man at work.
That's how you know that nigga was abusive for real. You want to see the preacher man? What? You went told the people our business?
You told that preacher man. Very that. It was very that. You'll have to excuse. I just washed my hair, so I'm in the process of I don't know. But actually, before we even get to the wedding, we are in the grass.
Yes.
On a blanket. Booty out, honey, in the grass. Which, listen, I'm all for adventure, but you'll never catch my bare ass in the grass. It's just no, because bugs. Like, what if a butterfly flies up and touches your anus? What you gonna do?
Outside period is just a no from me.
Like outside is it can be it's you know, listen. Outside is cool. The grass though, we need to be on a bug treated area, the area where it is not the habitat for bugs. Because what if an earthworm just lives out the grass and it's just watching?
I was gonna say so, not outside.
No, because it could be like a patio, a pool.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about outside. Any place, like really, when you step outside, hell, even part of the inside, if they feel like coming in, bugs are everywhere.
Because you know what? I saw an ant today in my bathroom, and I was like, girl, what's in here? What do you need?
See?
It's a bathroom. It ain't no sugar in here. Anywho, yeah, so we rolling around, honey, in the dirt, in the dirt and the grass, butt naked, honey, just having sex, child. And we find out in this moment that, Lord, we late. Late for what? For the wedding.
I'm trying to figure out. It's like y'all wasn't separate. Yes, curls popping. Y'all wasn't like separated the night before. Like y'all not even supposed to be seeing each other. So how is y'all just rolling around and y'all hear, what is it? The wedding bells, whatever that bell is that goes off, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna be late."
It was the Hunchback of Notre Dame bell.
Yes, I'm just like, what is happening here?
Because what is that bell? What is it? Is it noon? What does it mean? It's 10 o'clock?
Right. Like, what does that mean? Oh, excuse me. And so then we see somebody walking in, and you would think like, oh, they got a gift. This a nice little bag. Then when they put the bag up there, you know, like them back in the school days when everybody had their own little cubicle. Yeah. So he slided on in there. Then we see the blinking light. I'm like, Lord, they about to blow the church up.
At first, when I first watched it, which was like a month ago, but when I first watched it, and the second time I watched it, which was last week, I was thinking, oh, they recording. And it's like,
not
girl,
that blinking light.
I was like, the red.
Sorry, I'm not to step on you, but I'm just like, as soon as I saw that thing, no, ain't no recording, not that blinking light. Like any second now, boom.
You must be on, girl. The recording is on. No. It was fire. Fire and
I was gonna say, we're gonna get there. We ain't even got there yet. Technically, they just show us the blinking light at this point.
Right.
And so we back in present time. And once again, our girl Elena has a story. I love her story.
Tell you a story. Bitch, Tell me what's going on. I don't want to hear no story, honey.
But that's the fun part, though. It's just like, you think I'm gonna sit up here and tell I orchestrated this shit for a reason. Y'all have to listen to me.
Which is why I'm annoyed, because I don't like things that I have to do. If you tell me I have to do it, I'm gonna find a way not to do it.
See? But that's the problem, though.
It
So turn herself. I don't want to hear no more stories. What is it? Less than 24 hours later, where she at listening to this story? Like,
baby, the way she stormed out the room, and the girl was like, "All right, well, I'll tell you tomorrow."
and I'm like, girl, all you did was go home, put some water on a brush, and brush that hair back with that tired ass braided bun, and come back and listen to this story.
You be surprised, $8. They might have gone up. My mama used to buy them, but they might have gone up since I relieved my mother of that sickness she had buying them buns.
Hair and makeup people, y'all could have did way better than y'all did our girl so wrong.
But what was
the feds? She ain't my people, but y'all did her so wrong.
Well, what was the first thing I told you when I was like, if we're watching this show, you need to know this? The first thing.
You did. I was gonna say, let's start with this. You did. But I was so wrapped up in the actual plot of the story. It's like by the time I focused on what you told me to focus on, I wasn't even worried about. But then it's like the more I look at it, I'm like, you really got on camera with this hairstyle.
She did.
And then got another terrible hairstyle.
Yeah.
And then y'all had the nerve to make the terrible bun even but we ain't even there yet. Like
they said enlarge bun.
Exactly. And bring it up immediately. Because this bun is at the back of her head. Like,
hey, but turn my head. To have it back there. My mama used to struggle driving when her bun was way down low like that.
But she never, like, every time you see her in a fake ass car with the green screen in the back, she not pressed up against the seat. She like sitting very up here.
Wait a minute. Now
tell me she. Yes, I was just gonna say. Tell me she's driving on the road. Tell me she's driving on the road. You can't. You cannot.
My sister gave back in the day, pretending to drive.
And my God! Speaking of, I watch. We all know I love my elderly white woman. Murder, She Wrote. Those green screens,
Mrs. Potts.
Those.
What's that lady name?
Mrs. Potts.
Lansbury. Is that her?
Yes, I forgot her name. That's why I call her my white woman. Murder, She Wrote, because I forgot her name.
Yes, Mother Murder.
Now you go watch those green screens. You talk about terrible. Now that was the early stages, because it's like, especially like how fast they pretending to drive, then in the back you see what's supposed to be other drive. It's like, this don't add up to what's supposed to be on the road and how y'all acting.
I hate the way people pretend to drive on movies, because it ain't a whole bunch of this.
I'm like, y'all in a ditch by now, and this come from a nigga who don't even drive, but I know that ain't what it is.
I've seen driving in real life, and it's not this. It's not.
I ain't met one person, even when they teach you how to drive, because I have seen that, they don't even teach you that then. Ain't no way you doing this with the wheel. Your car gonna be like, like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
But anywho, so when she come back for the story that she has to listen to, it's about a mother and child, and like how the mother loves the child and do anything for the child. We get this young man walking down the street talking about a coffee order that I really didn't care nothing about. I was like, what is this? And I'm like, and how you ain't made it? I'm just gonna say Starbucks because that's my favorite place. How you ain't made it to Starbucks yet, but you already got the little cup holder things in your hand prepared for the order? Don't they give you that at the restaurant?
I would just.
Anywho, and that's what I said. I'm like, what is this? They want extra. Don't nobody care about the goddamn extra phone. What is we doing? And so and he noticed the van, and I'm like, first of all, you noticed that van the first time and then turned your ass back around and just kept walking. I would have took off running then, but you let them pull up, jump out the car with the mask on, then you take off running. And
giving like, oh, maybe they're not here for me. Let me give them the benefit.
Not that slow. I don't care.
Because I'd have ducked in one of them stores. Business is
taking no chances whatsoever. Like, ain't no way. Um,
ain't no fun.
but he get kidnapped. They took him, and so it's the way I said it. I had to laugh at myself.
It's like, damn, they did. You felt that thing.
They took him. But this, like, what is you thinking?
Like, rest in peace to him. That's what your voice sounded like. He gone.
They should have. Cause see, I can't be no kid. Cause I'll be pissed. I'm like, now I gotta run after your dumb ass. No, I'll shoot you in the leg just for that. Where we at?
Because you know,
so
auntie.
so Elena's still telling her story. There's a video of someone strapped with a bomb.
And they like, I thought this was a secure line.
That white bitch that and not Elena, because that's my girl. But
Right. She's Russiagese. You saw the actress they had playing her as a little girl. That girl was spicy.
So is the race still not white?
The race is Latino.
That's not a race.
I know. Okay. I just be talking. You know I be talking, nigga.
But you know how I feel about white people. I'm like, she white. Like, you.
Way back our ancestors.
I was like, who's? And I had to
every time you be like, girl, who? It's you.
I fight it so hard. Like, no.
Yeah.
I grew up around all Black people. I don't believe it.
I'm sorry, friend. I grew up around all Black people, but it be in there.
I don't know them crackers. All right, I'm done.
No, for real, fuck them crackers. Anyway,
I was gonna say, shout out to Kate and Jax because I've been drinking.
How you feel it when I'm in pain.
But it's this whole son, Homeland. I keep want to call her Homeland Security Secretary.
It really don't
it's
matter.
Her son, and
you could call her whatever you want to. It don't matter.
Oh, and she just looking at the screen. She go up in there. My son, though, he didn't do anything. I'm like, girl, fuck you and your son.
That's it. It was the son. And she was like, girl, what? My son? My own flesh and blood?
I'm like, see, you doing all that big talking, all that shit. Yo, got your son just like that. And it's the way she said it too. She's like, Secretary Bradbury, I have your son. Given very much, you may have his soul, but I have his son. I said, yes, snatch her son. Snatch that motherfucker.
My son is a Cartwright. I'll never let that go. My son is a Cartwright.
Given very much, if he would have grew up, that's what he would have looked like.
I mean, listen, not if he would have grew up.
I know, like he looked. They all died. Story over with. So we back in 2012 because that's when the wedding happened.
Yeah, graduated.
I was like, what is this gang song we throwing
up? Anniversary day period. Except not really because I really graduated because my mama wouldn't let me get a GED and the school was fucking tripping. So I had to go and get my GED in August. But period. 2012.
Salute. They make it to the church just in time, as they pulling up. Sergey's mama tells him, I want to have a word with the bride. They go over to the side how much they love each other. Ever since you came into my life, it's been the best thing on earth. I love you so much. And she tells her, you the new queen of the family.
That's exactly what I want to hear you say if I ever get married. I want you to say it just like that. Ever since you came into my life. And I love you so much. That's what I want. I'd like to hear it.
Okay. I remember that. She gives her, what is it? A brooch, a pin?
Yeah, a brand. Yeah. What is a brooch if not a pin?
And what is because you got to pin it on your brooch. Exactly. Sure. So, she gives her that. And she walks in and, like, I see you on the inside. So they talking on the outside. Like, I love you. Still, I love you so much. All these kids, I'm like, y'all have to go do this in front of all these people. Get your ass in there.
They
But
had to
as
wait
they,
for the choir. She said, wait for the choir. And the choir just got up.
they kissing.
They are.
Boom! I said, oh, church blew up. Blew
It
up.
did. That church was gone in an instant.
It was just
What
like,
Bubba
man,
Sparks say? Instantaneously. That's what he said. I heard it.
it's man. I don't. It just felt like as soon as Mama stepped in the church, it was
She,
like we just waiting on her. We just waiting on her,
they were.
and it's over.
It was like, Babushka, get on in here. We're going to blow you up, honey. God rest.
So it's just like, And so they searching for the kidnapper's car on this surveillance system because it's like, where the car goes. So we can find out where they at.
This
I
part,
don't see it.
let me tell you, first of all,
Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry
please.
to interrupt.
No, please go.
Before they unveiled that it was that lady's son, here come Agent Turner with, that man has a bomb on him.
I can't stand her. I swear to God.
I was like, bitch, we see it. It's ticking. And then we get to, they can't find the car. Is there a truck that went in? Yes, there was a truck. Why? I'll tell you when they find it. I was like, girl, bear with me. I'm trying to rock with you. Rock with me.
No, see, I told you.
It was so robotic and so like, girl, we writers, you've got to assume that your audience is smarter than you think they are. We don't need all that exposition for something that's unfolding in our faces.
Exactly.
We need it a little bit for backstory, but we do not need it for current story.
It's the way. I'm not rooting for her. I try so hard to root for everybody black, but I'm not rooting for her. Agent Turner to get on my goddamn got, and I said got. I don't say other one. Got damn nerves
on him.
Man.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you got Elena, who is like the mastermind. She got everything figured out. And she gives her credit for being smart. But then Agent Turner, I feel like she feels like she's smarter than everybody else. So it's just like, although don't nobody listen to her, it's very much like, you motherfuckers are dumb. And I'm just smarter than everybody.
And let me explain to you that this ticking thing on this boy is a bomb.
Because
Chief of staff or whoever the hell.
The way I can't stand her, I really can't stand fucking Flowers. Because Flowers, I'm like, is anybody home? Like, what is happening with Agent Flowers? Man, he get on my damn nerves.
Since episode 1, you voice messaged me like, fuck Flower.
What's his purpose?
You didn't even remember his name. You was like, the boy, I don't know his name, but fuck him. It's like, that's Flowers. And fuck, I guess.
Given very much go home. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Go away. And it's given like he got a crush on her, but he know that she in love with her husband, so it ain't gonna never go nowhere. But we're gonna get to that later on because it's just the way he. I'm like, go, get away from me with this. And so, yeah, given very much you said. So where we at? So is it when they find the truck? So she's like, are there any trucks that went through? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, all of what you said. I don't know why I don't repeat what you said.
It's the way she said, have them track down the truck because the car just don't disappear. And he was like, why? What? Huh? Bitch, follow. Keep up with us.
I'm like, y'all dragging this out for no reason. So then when they track it down and open it, they got all these guns pointing at the truck. And that's nothing that got on my damn nerves because I'm like, Agent Turner, if you fucking knew what it was, why are you wasting these people's time and got them strapped up like this when you know ain't shit in here but a car?
But she might have thought maybe somebody was in there, like in the car. But also, why you couldn't just say over the phone, the car in the truck, y'all be blessed, I'm finna go over here and solve another crime. Why you had to be there opening up the truck and Flower standing over there like, why are we looking in this truck?
Exactly.
Because a car doesn't disappear in a tunnel.
Exactly. I'm like, bitch, didn't nobody ask for your sarcasm right now? Like, we trying to find out where this little white boy is so she can get her son back. Like, shit, we ain't got time for this.
It's like you could have told Flowers what's going on. Let him take the lead on this little bitty thing. She got to be in control of everything.
And that's what it is. And like she really want her glory. That's what it is. Like she
She should
feeling
get some
shame
glory
right now.
because she's doing. Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, she's doing okay. She doing better than me.
I don't know why this involves putting the knife in my back, but I
And
know. I was like, oh, I was like, Elena, drive it further because she getting on my goddamn nerve. And he like,
what's going on? My mother is
mother's
buried here.
buried here.
Lots of people are buried here, Val.
And I was with,
Shut the fuck up. Bitch,
I ain't
my
gonna
mama
lie.
here. I don't give a fuck about them other niggas.
For a split second, I was with him. I'm like, girl, you ain't that damn special, but it's just like,
But she
man,
is.
she is. But
Because
if
Catherine's
you on the outside looking
best
in, though,
friend.
you don't see that. It's just like, girl, a lot. It's a cemetery. Like a lot of people here. Like, what you mean?
Niggas
But
not
you
every
know,
day.
they very much like. I was like, girl, okay, sure, Jane. Like, however that shit go. I don't know. I keep bringing it up, but you told me it wasn't a part of the story anyway. My bad.
Listen, we need to watch that movie though. The Sure Jan, the Brady Bunch movie
Are you
with
sure? No, I got it. I'm just saying. I'm looking at you like
we
me.
do
Watch.
because it's funny. It's not the Brady Bunch. It's none of the original cast are in it. I don't think, unless they
Oh.
make like a quick cameo. And RuPaul's in it, and it's funny.
You know how I feel about RuPaul.
I know you.
RuPaul likes to be surrounded by white people. He think he
Yes,
white on the low.
very much
I don't
that.
like that.
He played a school counselor, and that's funny to me.
You know, I take that back. It's one movie, which is so random. It's one movie that I do like him in. It's a Lifetime movie back in the day. I forgot the name of it, but
Is
this
it
little white girl.
Natasha Leon being gay?
Yes.
But I'm a cheerleader.
Wait, is she? Yes. That's the one I appreciate him for that because my young so she was in her feelings like I don't know how to tell my mom and you know he this black gay man so he's like honey everything's gonna be okay anywho let's get back to the show. um
Because you went all funny.
I did but
I'm listening.
because I just think back to when I saw him in Tu Wong Fu and it's like he had on that American flag at the I said see look the signs were there but I was a child so
I
who
was
was I
gonna
to
say I
know
didn't get
but
you at first.
exactly I'm a child but you just go back and look and watch it as an adult like he telling right there. But
It's really, I'm sorry. One more thing.
no, go ahead.
In Tu
Because I
Wong
need to
Fu,
find my notes.
it's really the moment in Tu Wong Fu where Naomi Campbell walks up to what's Noxzema Jackson? What's her real name? What's
Hey,
night?
why was that her name? Why was
Naomi
Noxzema? I
Campbell,
said, sorry, go ahead.
when Naomi walks up and says, "How can I get like you?" and Noxzema said, "You can't.
Period, Pooh. Period.
You'll never
You
be.
can't have these muscles, this slim waist. You will never.
Never
This
be like."
chocolate skin. You wish. I said, why they do him like that? Like in that montage at the beginning when them niggas is getting ready. I said, how
And
dare they?
where is the body? I love that fucking movie, man.
Little Latin boy in drag is crying.
Little
I said, man,
why are you crying?
he should have been let.
Chi
She
ate.
should have been let. I'm like, my bad. Chi no, but Chi would have been left. Like, I understand you young and you in your fifth, but we got shit to do. So this running off you the first time Chi ran off, Chi would have been a left ass wherever she went to. Anyhow.
You got impassioned. And I was just going, I'm here for you. I'm a listening ear.
You know, now if we want to watch that, we can watch that and talk about it. Because it's something about that movie. Like the husband, the abusive husband, man, ain't no way.
It's just the way the whole town knew they were drag queens and they trying to cover it up, honey. It's like, baby, we see your Adam's apple. Look at
And we
that.
see y'all like look at y'all. Exactly.
Look at fucking Noxzema.
Even what the hell is his name? Patrick, like sir.
Vita
You
was
could never.
Vita was turning it. I'm sorry.
Nah. If
Vita
the
turned.
bone structure,
Don't do
never.
Patrick like that. God rest his soul. Vita turned.
What they gotta do? He was beautiful. But that bone structure, you could tell. He don't date. Hey, that will forever be funny. Cause they like boys. I said, who thought?
Listen. When you applied it to my life the other day, I was right there with you. I'm trying to tell folks, like,
It's just like, sir, it's too hot for a damn scarf. I ain't even got a scarf. But why you got this scarf on with you? Like, sir, please. And you was married to a who?
a lady.
That's why I want to, like, why did you agree to be this man beard? What he offer you?
It's got to be something.
And
And I
then
love
it
it.
must
I love what it is.
it must have ran out. She's like, I can't do this no more. I'm tired of this. I want a man. I want a real man. And not that you're not a real man, but I mean like a man that I could be with, real man. Like, you know, like
He said it like he's here. He's not with us at this moment.
you know, hey.
He crossed the way. Anywho, so they find the truck, job.
Oh yeah. And then they got video inside the bank now. You know, they feel like they made a way in. And it's like, I want y'all to always remember everything y'all find, my girl made it possible for y'all to find.
Yeah.
Like, y'all not smart like this, like, oh, we figured out what she's doing here. And that's the thing. Every time y'all find out something too, y'all go talk shit to my girl. Cause when y'all got the first bank and it's like your little plan didn't work, sis was like, well, let's see if the next one has a kick too. Like,
And they had a kid.
oh, boom. Like, look, you niggas will not. Like, stop playing with her.
Yeah, honey.
But you know,
Catherine Zeta
Loki,
Federova be eating.
I did wish she was black though. Like, I like the style of the show, but I feel like it would have been even more sickening if she was black. I just
At least Afro Latino.
something, but like just a little black.
Texture.
Like, why we got to be the cop with the braided bun, barely picking up on the clues that, you know. Anyway, my bad. I'm gonna stop talking about my girl.
Please. Leave Sterling K. Brown wife alone. Leave her.
It's her character. All respect to her, but ooh, girl,
she's gorgeous. It's just the way they be doing my sister wrong.
I was gonna say that's undeniable because the face card is never declined, but it's just the clothes and the hair. They doing you wrong, girl.
They keep putting my sister in these turtlenecks, and it's just like, dang.
Let's talk about it.
Loosen her neck, free her.
I was like, please. Why she can't have a blouse like Bradley, Secretary Bradley? We don't want to see her neck. Let us see Aiden Turner's neck. Give
Somebody
us a
needs to
little
go to Law and Order and get Olivia's outfits, honey, and bring them over.
Something. Like, my girl used to have a tee with a little V cut. Like, why are you up to here? Like, respectability politics. Like, what is going on? I thought something was on me, child.
Just covering your neck, girl. I ain't know. I
was like, I kept feeling because I'm like, I feel. Never mind. So of course they go inside the bit. No, where we at? Oh, so yeah, they thought they had surveillance, and as soon as they come from the back, the branch manager talking about we had a conversation and I was nominated.
I was elected.
She was like, I saw you bullying them goddamn people, talking shit.
He's so aggravated. That nigga been aggravated since last episode. I'm so glad.
Since he pulled out the phone and went under, I was hoping one of them bullets got him. Because I'm like, ever since he did that to that black woman, walking her out the door like that, and it's like he happily threw her application in the trash. And it's like, since then, I was praying one of them bullets hit. I was praying. I was like, but luckily you got away because they needed you. They needed you and your phone to text the people because otherwise the plan didn't work.
Because Catherine Zeta got it all together. Seriously. She's been planning this for like 20 years.
Like, true.
At least
since the church blew up. It's like, oh, I got a plan for you niggas.
Period.
And so, you know, she grabbed his arm, and I knew because I'm gonna tell a little bit. It's like the way she grabbed his arm. I was like, it's something there. Because the way they kind of lingered on it and she sat him down, I was like, it's something about how she grabbed his arm.
It was that
But we
smack sound, and I was like, "What? What? What are we?
exactly.
We are being forced to listen to the smack of an arm, which means,
I was like, because I know he's sweating and I know he icky,
ugh."
but should it sound like that? I was like, so that means something.
And this
And
day,
they'll
too, like, how everybody going? Do they have bathroom breaks? What's going on in there? I know they must be.
that's what I said. I was like, ain't nobody took a shower.
Oof, girl.
And it's like the power ain't on. And I get hot quick. So I'm like, I'd have been sweating by then. It's just like,
I could be just in my titties. Just in them, honey. Just
please.
shirt
You
off.
saw her. She had her little sleeveless blouse on tucked into her pants looking sick. And I was like, how does a simple outfit look good? Like, I like that.
And she got a gun on the side giving you some
Right.
I'm
With the
like,
braids. I said, yes. Even though I wish some braids was a little closer to the scalp. I'm nitpicky like that. But I was like, why? It
they
ain't new
put a
growth,
black
but it's like, who started from the back like this? Like, so, they find the son, of course. But they got to figure out how to get the mom up off because there's a call.
I can't hear shit, and I don't know what's going on with my computer. Give me one quick second.
All right.
Not this neck roll, child. The way it says coming out my speakers, but it's not. Speak. There we go.
The fofo.
Yes, the fofo. How we doing, Biggie? Kick in the door, wave in the fofo.
Who you talking to?
Listen, just because you like Pac don't mean you can't like Biggie as well.
I didn't say I didn't, but I don't know no Biggie song with the fofo.
Kick in the door, wave in the fofo.
I know not which or what you speak of.
Get money. You never heard Get Money.
Fuck bitches get money?
Yes.
I don't know his part. I really only know the chorus. Fuck bitches get money. Fuck niggas get money. That's really all I know. And I think Lil Kim part, because it's something about the nigga eating her pussy or something like
that. She says, nigga, better grab a seat. Grab a... I'm sorry, never mind. We're not going to do the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
she does say deeper than the pussy of a bitch 6 feet. And that spoke to me.
Okay. I was like, I knew it was something about pussy. Because the way my girl, like, look, y'all gonna know I got this good. And that's just what it is. I say, yes, Kim. Let them girls know.
She says, dicks feel sweet and this little petite. I said, all right. Girl.
So the code. So they trying to figure out what the code is. So, of course, she like, what is it? It's a alphabet code. Or no, it's like whichever one. You got to try to figure out what it is.
That's like an old Motorola phone where you had numbers and letters on the same.
I said, child. And first of all, y'all a goddamn lie. Because it was only 48 seconds on that damn clock. And by the time y'all put in mother and child and asking him what happened back in the day, all of y'all should have been blown up by now. That was more than 48 seconds. But we ain't going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Bruno.
30.
I say right. Because she like mother and child, that damn. And second of all, because we already did, first of all, how many chances you got to put in this damn bomb before it blows up?
Infinite.
So he talking about, because she was like, is there anything that happened back in the day
turned into a
between you and your mama?
Huh? He turned into a fully grown white man.
Oh yeah.
I've done nothing wrong. I have nothing wrong. Like nigga.
And she's like anything, like not today, back in the day, whatever. Oh, I got caught selling coke. And it's like, you ain't done nothing wrong? I guess not. That's an everyday thing for you.
Wrong. Nothing.
I sold coke back in the day, but my mom made it go away. And then he's like, oh, they used to call me the snowman. I said, oh, excuse me, Jesus. I didn't know I was in the presence of it. Yeah. Girl, just right in my face. In my game.
What was that? I thought you were clapping for him.
No, it was right in my face. That's what I was like.
Call me the snowman. Okay, period.
No, it was a bug like right there. I hope I got it because I don't see it no more.
Might have been what was crawling over your titties a minute ago.
So
Could be.
um so put the snowman in. I'm like, they actually put the snowman in. I'm like, my God. But he said, the mama made a phone call and made it all go away. So, that was it. And then, of course, it just clicks to her mother and child. Isaac Bigby.
I was like,
But spelling the shit out. I said, how you just know? I said, I'm so sick of y'all. This is the bullshit I be talking about.
ISAACBIB. Like, bitch, you know what that means? Got a hungry.
Exactly. Bitch, it's still here.
When I see that bitch.
I was going to say, because we're going to fight. I do not like things close to my face.
But yeah, her weird ass. Everybody ass weird. I'm gonna let you be down, but I'm gonna continue here. Everybody else weird because why this bitch when she was talking about, let me tell you about a mother and child, she was using gendered language in the story, talking about he, blah blah blah, the child being he. And I'm like, well, damn, it got something to do with this little boy and his mama. Then here she come talking about some Isaac Bigby, and that's the answer. And we only got 3 seconds on the clock.
It's just the way she flashed back to this story is about a mother and child. A mother and child. Me, a mother, me, and my mother. It's like, bitch, no. Like, I want y'all to leave us alone. Leave us alone.
And I was like, what was Fedorova gonna do if her best friend and possible love interest blew up? Because that bitch, I don't know, she got a special affinity for Agent Turner.
No, she loves Sarah Gay. She keep rubbing that little terrible ass tattoo.
Listen, I can't talk much about terrible ass tattoo.
It's the way, like, I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but it is awful.
Did you say
huh?
Did you say the synonym behind it?
I thought I said sentiment. Did I not?
You probably said my brain said I appreciate the synonym behind it.
Look, I'm also a little tipsy, so I might have been, and what I meant was sentiment.
I know you meant what you did say, and if you didn't say it, you meant what you didn't say. But my brain
ripped my leg down. And so this is the man that killed her mama. But wow, Bradbury is hugging her son. Aiden Turner calls her over, like,
hey bitch, what about this rope?
Right. See, I got props today. You see this rope here, but you can't even see it. You see this rope here? There you go. Thank you, because we can see yours. You see this rope here? Does it mean anything? And of course, she's like, no, nothing. Put a bow on it.
In my life.
When she told her to put a bow, I said, please suck that bitch right then and there. I'm so tired of her and her mouth. Like, this is why I can't be nobody famous, where it gotta be respectability politics and I gotta act right, because I'm not doing it. You only say so many things to me where it's like, all right, bitch, what's up? Because what we doing? Because watch how you talk to me. Like, don't play me. Like, man. But she just turned around like, all right, I'm gonna put a bow on. And so once again, here go flowers. What happened to your mama? It was like, man, please, like, flowers. It's the age of the internet. Please go do some Googles and like go the fuck away. So when she tell the story, like, the nigga was accused of attempted murder. Her daddy was a cop back in the day. So let me put this down, child. He collared him, and somehow he got out the next day. And with him getting out the next day, he came by their house and sprayed that bitch. And her mama.
Me to believe something about Isaac that was not true. That it ended up not being true. And I have to check my prejudices. But we'll get there in another episode.
And so, her mama, which I find crazy, because the daddy didn't die right then, did he? He couldn't have.
I don't know where the daddy is.
Because it's just like, y'all house got sprayed up.
We only seen that one bedroom in her house. He might be in the living room. I don't know where that nigga is.
And I was like, so how the mama the only one that got shot? Because everybody was home that night. So how? But God rest the mama. Um, and she's like, as a teenager, I went out looking for like, girl, what was you gonna do? And then when I joined the we ain't got there. When I joined the bureau, I looked for him again. Like, still, what was you gonna do? Nothing.
She pussy as hell.
But it's flowers. Like, as soon as she got done telling the story, I didn't know any of this.
I never knew that. Bitch.
Like, sir, please go away.
That's why you
Leave us
asked,
alone.
because you didn't know. So we know you ain't know, nigga.
Like, leave us alone.
Get out my face.
Shit. Up out my face, as Mariah Carey once said.
She said, if we were two Lego blocks, even the Harvard University graduating class of 2010 would not put us back together again.
Say yes. First of all, shout out to my graduating class of high school, 2010. But I was like, yeah. And she tried to fire him again, but he did in Louisiana. And specifically Baton Rouge. I was like, why did we get the specifics?
It's the way you just like, but he did. So anyway, rip to him. And so also.
But he was like, whatever. And so, of course, she always got to come back to my girl. So as soon as the doors open, she's like, Isaac Bixby, how often have you thought about him? And her lying ass, I don't really think about him too much. Like, girl, you lying. Like, the person who killed your mama, you don't think about it?
And Catherine Zeta-Fedorova was like, I'm gonna let it slide this time. let's talk about something else, child.
But then tells her, why you lying? Maybe you ain't look deep enough. Like, you think he did, but are you sure he did? And tells her, there's always another level. And she's like, see, once again, I want y'all to stop playing with us. As soon as she says there's always another level, the sick hostage, there's always another level. I said, man, get the fuck out of my face. I swear to God, like, please. I hate y'all. Like, but she gave her that little nugget. She's like, there's always another level. I'm like, please. And so it's like, then she think about when she was talking, it's back to flowers. I forgot. She mentioned something.
The bitch said the old Street
Fighter. Yeah. And she was like, I said that to you when we was in my car. My car might be bugged or some shit like that. And don't tell me I'm crazy. And he like, bitch, I wasn't even gonna tell you was crazy. I was gonna say, let's switch cars. Like, but you know shit sounded crazy. So it's just like, you on the defense already. So anyway, they did switch cars. And they got him inside the building. And he like, you forgot to mention you had a trunk, and he made sure to specify that it was expensive. You got this expensive trunk in the back of your car. She's like, God, yeah, because why you think you so small, you ain't small.
Like, everybody back up. I need bomb squad. Y'all back up.
You don't need a bomb for clothes. She wouldn't bomb her own clothes. It's like, yeah, because you realize how dumb your ass is, and my girl be letting you slide. But we ain't gonna talk about it.
Catherine Zeta-Fedorova will be exercising patience on their ass. She just be like, yeah. She playing solitaire in her head or something.
Like, just like, man, by the time they figure this shit out, like, shit, we're gonna be a year from now. Y'all so damn slow. Where we at, child? Oh, so she's making her way to the scene because they about to pull the branch manager up out of there. And one of the medics, it's like when we get him in the back of the little thing, the truck, excuse me, she takes the patch off his arm, and of course, like we said, it was something when she slapped his arm, so they pulled the patch off. That man said, I can breathe.
It feels like an elephant's been lifted off my chest. Congratulations.
I said, you better act with that hairy chest. I said, oh my God.
Ooh, no.
I don't know, because it's something about the V cut and how it's sticking up out of there. It's like, please. And she get to take his shoes off because he's so focused on the fact he can breathe. We get the little flash drive at the bottom of his shoe.
What's so crazy? You gotta clarify if I'm incorrect. Did they have a blanket over his feet when he got rolled out?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because I was like, y'all don't see this big ass fucking USB?
Or, or even if they didn't, because I don't remember exactly, it's probably the thinking of, they're so busy trying to get him out and trying to see inside of the bank. Because what's their boss name? Doc, however you say his name. Um, he asked her something like, please just tell me or give me, and she's like, no, I won't be giving you anything.
Yeah, for
Oh, her name. Yeah, thank you.
I like to be like, yeah, girl, my name's Sheila. So anyway,
I won't be giving you anything. Like, you can get this voice, you can see what my voice sounds like, but I'm not giving you my name. Like, you got to work for that. And she closed the door politely in his face, like, go now.
You know, he ate it, getting her voice. Like,
the way he snatched it off, like, here, run this. I want that bitch's name. I'm like, oh, you mad, huh? You real mad.
like he thought he was clearer than honey. I got her voice, period. You might have hostages, but I have your voice.
Exactly. Duh. Like, once again, it's all a part of the plan. Like, so
That nigga with his elephant off his chest.
Oh yeah. So she gets the flash drive off the bottom of his shoe.
One of the
And when the real medic
lesbians I've ever seen on TV, that bitch was so boring. She was just dry as hell. She was
when I heard her voice, I said, y'all didn't say cut, put some rougher anime. Like, y'all didn't give her nothing. Like,
that bitch said vomiting, nausea, headache. It looked like a cardiac event.
please.
If you're gonna be dry like this, at least do your hair up a little fancier. Spike them hairs up or something. Give us something.
It was the wait. So after, of course, here comes Turner. Hand it over. I had to make sure y'all saw my hand. Hand it over.
When you said hand, I thought you should say hand on your knees while you work it on the floor.
It's when she came up behind her, like, hand it over. Like, bitch, we want y'all to get it. Like, you're not intercepting anything. I'm gonna just at some point I'm gonna let it go. It ain't gonna be this episode, and it probably won't even be the next. But eventually I'm gonna let it go. Because it's just like the way y'all think y'all doing something.
And that bitch was sitting there, and Turner was investigating. She asked the question, and the lady was like, "You'll see."
That's what I was gonna get. So I'm like, you want to talk about dry? She's like, you think that's what? And she's like, you not tomorrow, not in the future. You're gonna see now. It's just like, bitch, please.
She didn't change the inflection in her voice. Like, she was just like, I don't mean tomorrow. I don't mean next week. Right now. And then here come dope
like, girl.
We opened up the hard drive or whatever the hell. Like, bitch, it's just a USB flash drive. Like, nigga, just plug it in. It's right there.
What you talking about here?
It's open already. They bought that at Office Depot for 25 cents.
And so we have a director, what is it, Rial, and Adrian Turner meeting with Bradbury. Here this goes. She's like, okay, I'm here. Like, y'all wasting my time. I was so like, I'm so tired of this bitch. And she's like, the cartel has a shadow account at the bank 2, because we're still on bank 2, that they use to warehouse collateral. So it's like anybody that they do business with, they got some type of dirt on them to prove they got dirt. So it's like, if we go down, you going down with us.
Wait, at first she was like, good, because we've been trying to get these niggas.
I said, girl, you should have known when they said that. I'm like, God damn, I would have knew. Like, you should have known.
She probably did know, but she was trying to be like, all right, well, let me act like
just in case it ain't me. Let me see.
Right.
Like, come on now. So they pop that thing in
the TV, and immediately don't nobody press play or nothing. It's just on.
She get on my nerves. Like, may I? Like, bitch, just plug this thing in so we can get going. So yeah, like you said, of course the video just popped. I'm like, ain't nobody click the file to open this video and then press play on this video, but it's just like, that's the boss of the cartel. Click play, and that's you. Like, girl, of course. Like, we know. Get to the point of the video. And of course, like how she been doing since the first time we saw this whole time about my girl in her prom dress. The price is 10 million. And if you miss, if you're like you go over the time or whatever, you no longer get information. And it's just like, ooh,
And she was
Lord have
warning
mercy.
them when there was gonna be like patrol.
Yeah.
Like they
So
were
it's
coming
just like
in on the water, and she was letting them know there would be this there, this somewhere else.
on the boat. And I'm wondering, like, but I don't know how that worked because I was gonna say, why they didn't see this? It's like, every time you on patrol, they
These
just see you in the
they go free.
yeah. Because I know she ain't the only one. It got to be somebody. Mm-mm. And so they break it down. The arresting of your son wasn't by accident. That was a negotiating tactic to bring your price down, which you did, because that one phone call she made, like, I release my damn son and I'll take the 5 million instead.
If I was
And
truly evil enough to let the cartel in and out of the country, I'd be like, keep that nigga. My son, keep him. It's fine.
because I want my damn money.
10 million
Like,
every April 30th.
I was gonna
Oh,
say it's only once a year, and how much money is y'all making up? Man, get my damn $10 million. I can make another son.
period.
Like,
For less.
like true. I'm like, you know what? And now that I done had them, and I see how expensive kids is, you can keep. I promise. Like, I don't even want. 'Em. I'll get a dog. Like, leave me alone. Like,
Dog.
okay.
Every time I used to talk about wanting a dog when I was a kid, my mom would be like, do you know dogs get cancer? Dogs have to go to the hospital just like, I'm like, Mama, dang, I just want a companion. I'm lonely. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, she ain't say it like that because she saved.
I was just gonna say, don't do mama like that.
Maybe she called me later and started praying again. I was like, okay, praise God.
Mm.
Anyway,
I should have been on that phone call.
I called your ass. We could have three-way.
I was in the shower, buddy.
Bathing.
It was like as soon as we hung up, I jumped in the shower.
Not you saying you had something to do when it was the shower. Anyway, so this bitch, I got your number. It's all right though.
That it wasn't, but it's funny because it do sound like that. But I was just like, you know what? Fine. It's fine.
No, but
Oh,
these bitches, this
oh, I do got something to tell you though. Sorry, we on this show, but I do got something to tell you.
waiting with bated breath. But anywho, so this bitch sit, baby, that bug. Catherine Zeta Fedorova sent that bug to you.
I was like, we got beat, but girl, I'm on your side though, so you should want me to talk about this. Lord have mercy. And you know what this made me think about? I went back and watched the episode that we did with Torino. This was you. That whole goddamn episode. Like,
That fucking
like now it's my turn, but goddamn.
honey, that bug would not leave me alone. Glad that bitch is dead.
Look,
Anyway,
it done came all the way from Arkansas. No, you was in Texas at that time. It came all the way from Texas just to fuck with me. Go somewhere now.
yes, bitch, give her a good yeehaw.
Please don't.
So the bitch sitting at the table, honey, and trying to strike up a deal with Real.
Did you hear her like what's the name resign? I'm gonna take a few weeks, then I'm gonna resign. Like I said, girl, you really
Turner was like, wait, that's not a good idea. I was talking to him.
and it's just
Bitch,
like
I would have revved my arm back 100 and 360 degrees.
but
100.
that's why I call her pussy though, because she really just said, wow, like bitch, no. I was
Beat
like,
my ass.
like you are no longer above me. You are no more quote unquote more important than me.
You
You're going to jail.
You were about
Period.
to job. You catch this
What my
thing.
man say? Y'all are going to jail. Period. Like, and the way she looks like,
That
like
way.
stand your ass up and get these handcuffs on you.
Like that bitch, I was talking to him and he was like, you're under arrest.
Like, you're going to jail, please. And this is where she stand up looking at him like, yeah, you're not getting off the hook like old boy did. So it's like, and it's like, that's rude. It kind of feel like it's rooted in misogyny. Because it's just like that nigga had embezzlement in that little safety deposit box that he had as well, but he just resigned. So it's just like, girl, you should have took that money and ran.
But
I would have retired early.
maybe his
'Cause I-
embezzlement was like just embezzlement, where hers was letting drugs and gangs and war into the country, as the white folks like to say.
So where we at? So they went through my girl trunk with her clothes, and they found a picture
Look
of
at this
her.
photograph. This Nickelback, honey.
I can tell by your voice. I said yes. Of Elena, Sergey, and Owen. And she like, this had to be about 2 years ago because your husband been dead for about 18 months.
I was like, bitch,
said,
that's
and I said, once again, my girl like 20 steps ahead of the game. Like, y'all, sure was. He dead. My girl said foggy. That's real foggy.
Where's the restaurant?
Foggy. Like real foggy. Like, what does this mean? Also foggy. Like, girl, I can't tell you nothing.
Suddenly,
she's like, what does this mean? And my girl was like, you're gonna gradually get this information. You've been seeing through rose tinted glasses all these years, and it's slowly your eyes are being uncovered. It's gonna happen gradually.
Nails off your eyes.
I said, man, ooh.
I was like, is this a wedding reference to that time your whole family got blued up?
Sure. And so I don't know why she go to Owen trying to demand answers from him as well.
Give us
her. And he tells her as well, like, girl, you're not gonna get it. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Boo, 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 boo. It's like, girl, let it go.
You are out of her fucking mind. I'm sorry. I just remember Dawn, and she's nuts. That lady is insane.
Why was that the thing? It's like, what is happening here?
I'm going to say something that's going to be very controversial. I'm sticking.
See? Yes, come on. Be with me on this island.
And I know my black card is probably going to be up for grabs after this, and I just pray y'all don't give it to somebody white. Give it to at least, an Asian or something. Well, not an Asian. Anyway, I do not like En Vogue.
I'm gonna stick beside. The only song I like, what's it gonna be? Cause I can pretend. And it's only because it's off the Set It Off soundtrack, excuse me. That's the only reason why. And Mikael Pfeiffer is in that video. I'm like, sir, how are all four? I said, why are you always stuck between the women? It's like, here you go with Brandy and Monica, and then here come you with En Vogue. I'm like, all 4 of these girls was your woman, and you show up to the concert like, hey, and then it's like, oh shit, all y'all singing together, goddamn. Like, here I go again, caught up.
You went to the concert, but you ain't know all these bitches.
I was like, so all the time you spend with them, you ain't see no photographs of these hoes together, like they ain't got no hung up. You don't see nothing pertaining to them being together.
They even in
you ain't went to a rehearsal, like ain't nobody popped up at the other one house, like, what's up, girl? Let's hang out. Like nothing.
In the 50s, they had photographs on flyers.
No.
Listen, I've seen them. I've seen Little Richard on the 1950s. What did they call them? Bill Pope? What did they call them things back in the day? Anyway, the point remains. How you ain't know these niggas? These bitches was y'all's. Y'all. All of you.
It's just fun. I gotta watch both videos and put them side by side because he looked the same in both of them. The way he looked like y'all know each other. Like, yes, nigga, we know each other. What do you mean?
And then he went over there and got with Honey. The nerve. your face.
Because with her non-dancing, and I love that movie as a kid.
I
Her
was
non-dancing ass.
like
But
never
you know,
popped up as her mama. I was like, hell yeah. I was like 7. I was like, Lynette McKee in here. My little old ass. Sister is
like that. It's like that movie fucking Say the Last Dance. Because what was her audition? What was that?
bullshit.
Ain't no way she got into Juilliard with those moves. It's like the way y'all do us, knowing we kids, and the way we grow up, like, man, this bullshit y'all fed us. Shame.
Watch this shit. Because what the fuck is going on up in here?
My girl, she was so upset. Watch me squash this shit. But I'm like, that should show you that the white girl didn't have no moves. Because my girl simply went down there, move hip, and it was over. Because it's just like, she
did what?
said move hip, go down to, and let me see what. Yeah, it was move hip, go down to the ground, come up real slow. And she fucked the whole club up. Damn, nigga, you doing it like that? Like, oh my God. Please. 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 I'm tired.
Oh my God.
She did not. And then, I love this man so much. Q from Moesha. I forgot your real name, sir. Don't kill me. But the way he came over to her.
Why was you bald in the 10th grade? But anyway.
Right, being fine like that. But it's just like, sir, please. And Sunset Park. You was on Sunset Park too. That was my movie. But the way he came over to her and said, she's oil, you're milk. I said, sir, what is this advice you call yourself giving her?
Oh, nigga movies of the day.
I said him and old boy from Coach Carter. I said, y'all niggas have been young forever playing these high school roles. So I'm like, how was you a basketball player on Sunset Park and then you also a basketball player in Coach Carter? Because that's my movie. That's my big nigga right there. If he was any bigger, he'd beat my bigger nigga. And Samuel L. Jackson. I said, how did he play this part with a straight face? The most motherfucker, saying motherfucker got so offended by the word nigga. Sit down. I said, oh, we are upset about nigga.
Sir, by all means, please calm down. It's just the N-word, sir. Please.
He had him on that bus. I forgot what. They went to that party with them white girls, and he was cussing them out on the bus. And he took that hat off his head and was like, "Coach, we the number one team," or something like that. Put that hat right back on his face, like, "Shit, we did what we were supposed to do. Thank you. I'm going back there sleep."
Y'all asses go get killed with the white ladies.
Trying to put y'all up on game. Like, stop playing with the white hoes. Y'all think they cute, and they say, you know, he raped me, or I'm scared, and next thing you know, then what? Then you want to come crawling back to us to defend y'all. Fuck y'all. Anyway, that is not about this show. Like,
I just want to say shout out to Lynette McKee for being in Honey.
Because how do we get from that to the?
I'm gonna go watch the Women of Brewster Place.
I meant to. Is it the film is 1984?
I think so. Yeah. With Vesta Williams on the track, honey, giving some. Ooh.
I know you hate. Well, not hate, but you just say that I mentioned it a lot. It's on Tubi. So,
it's on Hulu as well.
I told you, I went through all the Black cinema titles, and I was like, "Is this the movie she be talking about?" And I ain't never seen it. Okay, but it's on Tubi.
You gonna be bored. You gonna be bored as hell watching the Women of Brewster Place.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's something about the cover that I saw. I was like, "Is this the?" All right. I still ain't watched it, but I was like, I might give it a try.
It's about 3 hours long. I can give you a full synopsis in like 45 seconds.
Oh, because I was supposed to be reading the book, and I never bought it off Amazon.
Buy it on eBay, baby. It's gonna be cheaper. But
you was the one that sent me the links. What is we talking about here?
That's it. I don't remember. I'm supposed to know.
Child, okay, we are at the end.
We got to this up, and then I tell you about Brewster Place.
Okay. And so, like I said, she went to Owen demanding an answer. And Owen tells her, no. Like, girl, I don't know how to make it more plain. Like, no.
I
And
wasn't
so
snitching to keep myself out of jail. What make you think I'm snitching to keep your ass together?
right, like, girl,
Leave it alone.
really? Like, he keeps talking like, girl, leave it alone. When I went to go look for Isaac, what did I have? A box cut. Like, girl, don't let you fuck what you had. You weren't gonna find the man. It wasn't like you was gonna kill him either.
He was
You
dead.
didn't give up on me, so I'm not gonna give up on you. And he's like, please do. Like, girl, don't. Like, please. And so, he make it back inside. And Sergey looking at him like, nigga, stick to the plan. We ain't got time for this. Like, we so close. You don't know how it is to see her like that. Don't ever question me. Like, man, fuck both of y'all at this point. Like, shit. Really? Like, y'all really means to an end at this point. Like, I swear. I feel like when he get out of jail, like, man, kill him. And I'll be with it. Like, I'm with it. Kill him. Kill him.
Catherine Zeta-Fedorova will probably put the bullet in his head herself.
Like, what are y'all talking about? And so he like, you know what? Let me tell you a joke. So this lady visiting her husband, she's leaving and tell him like, how dare y'all have my husband working so hard? And they're like, your husband is the laziest convict in here. And she's like, lazy? He's been digging a hole for months. And Owen looks at him like, nigga,
exactly how
what you talking about? Like, and he's like, you don't find my joke funny? I know somebody that will. And my nigga get up and walk away, go to his cell, politely closes his door, pulls a phone from underneath that mattress.
He may as well have been laying on his stomach with his feet swinging.
I was just gonna say, the way he had that phone, like, I'm just like, you are down about your own joke.
And then Fedorova,
my girl looking good with her black on, with her brooch on pinned, and it's like, we just see her staring into a blinking light, which I'm like, but you didn't see the bag, so you wouldn't know about the blinking light in the bag. I was like, I'd be kind of triggered just seeing a blinking light like that, but she ain't know nothing about it, so it don't apply. But she's looking at this, she's looking at the light, and next thing my girl just get the grinning and she laughing too. I said, oh, that's how they communicate.
She looked crazy as hell standing in the middle of that room by herself laughing with all her teeth showing. I was like, hell no. No motherfucking tricky all over that smell like bucket. Hell no.
And did you see the motherfucker in the corner, like with the gun? I'd have been looking, the way I would have raised my gun, like, what are you doing? Like I'm not playing.
What's finna go on up in this bitch?
The way she just started cracking up, I said, girl.
I'd have been looking like, what is happening in this motherfucker?
Man, no, I'm going home. I would have opened the door like, I'm going home early. I'm not dealing with this shit. I don't get paid enough. I swear I don't.
I suddenly have the flu. It came over me all about you. It just came.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. And that's how the episode go off. Just both of them skinning and grinning and laughing. I know something you do. I know something you will never know. Sorry, it's a TikTok thing for everything.
Because I have not seen this one. But that lady looked like an Attack on Titan character. The anime.
I know.
It was not a blessing to me looking at her with all them teeth hanging out. Well, not hanging out. Oh, she looked a mess, child.
Wait, is that, you said Attack on Titans?
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking about Teen Titans, but I know what you're talking about. Because this one, all I can think about is that white boy who, like, he had a pinch of salt. It was talking about, it was too salt.
Oh, it's so spicy. Like, is it?
And this, the way he turned red, he needed some milk. I said,
oh, came out of that ears.
White people are down bad, man.
Suffering.
Did you see the post about the they got a Popeyes in Brick?
Oh. This is what that lady looked like.
Please.
Standing in the middle of that room, honey. Same bob and everything.
No, don't do my girl. My girl should have to her shoulders.
It was like, ma'am, why are you giving us this in the middle of this room? I wish I could find a picture of her laughing, but just imagine that smile on that white lady.
Don't do my girl. But did you? We're gonna get into it, and I'm bringing it up again when it do happen. But on one of the other episodes, it's when she put lipstick on her lips and like she say something and he turned to walk away and she started grinning. But I said, y'all didn't clock the fact that she had put lipstick on her teeth. I got lipstick on her teeth while she was grinning like a mile long like this. I said, oh, that's unfortunate.
I did not clock it, but when I watched the next couple episodes,
Okay.
I'm a
I was
look.
gonna say because it's gonna be in my notes too. I'm putting in parentheses lipstick on teeth because it was just like
Not in parentheses.
did nobody catch this?
I'm weak.
All right, so tell me about Brewster's Place.
Okay, so basically, Oprah is there. Oh, spoilers for anyone who doesn't want to be a part. Oprah is there, and Oprah had sex with this light skinned man. Her daddy get mad, beat her, and sent her to Chicago because she was in Mississippi. So then she started hanging out with nope, not Jackie yet. She started hanging out with this old lady who is renting her room, and she raising her granddaughter. And so the granddaughter and the son getting raised together. But then the grandmama dies. And the granddaughter gets sent away, honey, off with I guess her parents, I don't know. And so now it's just her and the son. The son get into some trouble. And so now it's just Oprah and Jackie Harry. And Jackie Harry is a slut because it's Jackie Harry. That was rude. Anyway, Jackie Harry is a slut. And so she's sleeping around, child. She going to and fro with the men. Now she done fell in love. And she went to revival and slept with the pastor and thought she was really about to be the first lady. And he went on about his day. And so she was so heartbroken.
Looked at her like, now Mary, you knew. I know that much. What is that, 227? I know that much from 227.
Girl,
now Mary.
Whenever I see 227 on, I'd be like, Regina King.
Who else is on there? Countess Vaughn.
Countess Vaughn was on 227. What's that lady name, child, that played Florence? Her name started with an M. My Florence from the Jeffersons, honey. I guess it's escaping me right now. Marla Gibbs. Woo, it got away from me. She on there. And Pearl.
I'm stupid. I'm like, Florence ain't her real name. I thought.
Nope. When anyway, so Lynn Whitfield ass is married to, I can't remember the nigga name. I think he's somebody we supposed to know, but I can't remember.
I love her.
She was young and she was a tender back then.
Another woman who don't have her flowers. She deserves an Oscar as well.
And she with this man. The man is terrible. I think he beating on her or something. They done had this baby now. Oh. She and the man fighting. The baby done stuck a fork into an electrical socket. She's resting in peace. So now Lynn Whitfield.
I'll be right back. I'm still here.
Okay. So Lynn Whitfield, she laid over in the bed. Now Oprah got to come and pray for her and minister to her and get her up out this bed. So Lynn Whitfield is now up out the bed, honey. She leaves Brewster Place. So she goes on across the country or something like that. She done found her a new man. She come back at the end of the movie. In the meantime, Robin Givens is going with Leon, honey, and they supposed to be black revolutionists or something like that. And she going by Kiswana, but her mama is Cicely Tyson, and Cicely Tyson come in there and say, your name is not Kiswana, your name is Melody, you named after my grandmama. And Kiswana says, no, bitch, my name's Kiswana, and fuck you. And Cicely Tyson like, how dare you? And then Kiswana slap her in the face and calls her uppity nigga, and I laugh very hard every time. And then after that, it's a lady, I can't remember her name, but she got like 89 kids, and the kids running all over the place, child. Some of them eating out the trash can. It's just a mess, honey, with them
Lord.
kids. It's a disaster.
I ain't got time.
It is.
I do not have time.
In the meantime, Miss Sophie is an old bitch that's been living there for a long time. Honey. She's old as hell, her hair purple, and she just up there. She be watching everybody. She the gossip. And She married to, I guess, the maintenance man in the building. But suddenly, Lynette McKee and what's her name? Lord God rest her soul. What is her name? Her girlfriend child in the movie. You don't know it, and I can't recall it right
Okay,
now.
I was like, new
Yeah, I know.
child.
Recently passed away. It's gonna come to me. Lynette McKee and her girlfriend, they playing Teresa and damn. The girlfriend name was Teresa and Lynette McKee, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, they lesbians, honey. Lynette is a teacher and Teresa, I think she in finance or something like that. So they done moved in, honey, and they being lesbians, but they trying to keep it on the low because it's the 80s at the time. Everybody don't need to know everything. Except Miss Sophie knows it as looking, trying to see. She looking all in their window because they live across from her. So at some point, bitch, they go downstairs to the to the meeting for the building. What you call them things, son? The group community. I don't give a fuck. So they downstairs talking, child. Kiswana trying to bring everybody together.
We live in houses. We don't know nothing about that.
I was going to say, honey, the only meeting I have is with myself in the mirror. But
Wrong, man in the mirror, asking you to change your ways.
gonna make a change.
Please.
So anyway, Kiswana
No,
down there trying to tell the girls, we trying to make a better community for you and me. And my boyfriend Leon is finna be down there doing Shakespeare in the park. And y'all need to bring y'all ugly asses down there and learn something. Bring them badass kids too. And at some point, honey, Miss Sophie stand up on her 2 feet, child, talking about that Lorraine and Teresa, that's them bitches' name, is lesbians, honey. They are lesbian and all over this apartment complex. And they say, well, how you know they lesbians? And she like, because bitch, I was watching. And this bitch got out the shower, honey, and she called to the other one for a cool towel. She stepped out the water butt naked, honey, dripping wet and butt naked as you please, is what she says. And you call for the other one for a cool towel. And everybody was like, well, bitch, how you get out the shower? You get out the shower with all your clothes on? And everybody like ate Miss Sophia up right quick. And she was like, I saw you. I saw you. So anyway, later on, the bitches get mad, honey, with each other because Miss Sophie looking out her window again at the lesbians, honey, the lesbian, Teresa. And it's like, bitch, I'm just in here making meatloaf. Like, bitch, it's just meatloaf. So she starts throwing the ingredients of her meatloaf into Miss Sophie's window. And I'm like, girl, you done wasted all this meatloaf, honey, the eggs and the bell peppers and shit. And then they have a block party. And what's that bitch name, child? I done lost focus. What's the lady name? Liam Whitfield shows back up, honey. She got on a sun hat and she's looking healthy because she had gone down after her daughter got elected.
She supposed to sun hat, don't she?
And they having a barbecue, child, and it's just fantastic to see. Now the sad part is, and the trigger warning if you're stuck around, the sad part is had been she was walking somewhere, child, and she had got assaulted. And I don't remember if it was sexual or physical or both, but she was going through some things, honey. So she done walked back over to the apartment, and the maintenance man was like, hey, you all right? And she was going through what she was going through because she had literally just been assaulted, and she beat that man to death. And she go to jail, and then Oprah Winfrey go over to the wall and says, we got to tear this wall down because Rooster Place is blocked in and it's terrible. We want to see the sunshine. And she started tearing down the wall with her hands. And that's the end of the movie. And Vesta Williams on the soundtrack going, oh, ah, ah, ah. The end.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I will not be watching this film.
It's one of my favorites.
Thank you so much.
So good.
And your words for inviting me, but I will not be attending.
It is so good. Them bitches be on some bullshit, and Miss Sophie be looking all over everywhere, child. And the lesbians were like, why is that boy eating out the trash? come eat some food. And they're like, we're not gonna eat at your house, dykes. What's wrong with y'all? It's a mess, but I love it. And I might just go watch it in just a minute. But anyway, it's really it's really when Robin give his ass called Cicely Tyson or uppity nigga that just sends me. Sends me. Because she don't say nigga, she says nigger. Uppity nigger.
Of course.
I was like, Robin, give us
Of course.
not
You know, at that time, at that time, they didn't have the A, did they?
Yes,
Were the
they
people
did.
saying that? Were the people saying the A?
They were.
Mm.
Oh, Kiss One and S was like, y'all, everybody come down to look at Shakespeare. And they did. I forgot to mention they did come down to Shakespeare at the park and the children learned something and had a wonderful time. And I guess they stopped eating out the trash or something. But that was the Women of Brewster Place. Thank you so much if you stuck around for sticking around. And I think that's all we have for you today.
Definitely.
I forget to say that you are welcome to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. You're welcome to do. Find me on Twitter at elusivefather and on Instagram as holleration. And don't find me on Facebook. God bless you.
All right, then. Y'all have a good night.
Not you not giving your
Because
shit.
I don't want to be found. Y'all have a good night. Don't nothing be going on over there.
But the rent, you got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Y'all don't give Gwen Guthrie enough. One day we're going to talk about Gwen because she used to be eating. There's nothing going on with the rent. Is a cute song. It's wonderful. But she got some songs. Anyway, bye.